Hey everybody, welcome back. This is episode number 51 and we are here in Nakreen City. And last time we did a bunch of trainer battles along the routes around here, but I think I probably missed some and maybe took a wrong turn somewhere since we are at Nakreen and not Striaton, which is really where I'm trying to go. Oh, also it's springtime. That literally just changed because I was checking on Asper's form to see if he was still in winter form, and he was, so it is now officially springtime, and Asper has his spring coat on, or his winter coat off, I guess. And that means we should be able to rematch the Shadow Triad soon. We actually can surf on this water. I'm not sure if I have a repel going or not. Ooh. Alright, I have no idea where I am to be honest, but hey, we found some trainers, so that's good. 6 Pokemon. Oh, is this the guy? Yep. There's one guy in every game. This is a tradition I wouldn't mind them getting rid of. Hopefully they do in later gens, but there's always a guy with like 6 Magikarp, which is really annoying. Now, maybe we'll get lucky and he'll have like 1 Gyarados, which could be interesting, but Magikarp are very weak, don't give a lot of XP, and they're just kind of boring to fight, so count them with me. 1 fish, 2 fish. And I could use Horn Leech for super effective damage, but there's not really a reason to. Magikarp is one of the weakest Pokemon. Although we might just be able to eke out enough XP to get to level 69, so that would be cool. We'll see if it's enough. Hey, there we go. Good job, Asper. The funny thing is, like, these Magikarp are level 63. There's no reason not to evolve them unless he just, like, really likes Magikarp or really hates Gyarados. Because a team of 6 Gyarados, while it would be, like, weak to Electric and, you know, have some other common weaknesses, it would still be a much, much, much stronger team and a much harder fight than 6 Magikarp. But who knows, maybe this guy just really likes Magikarp. 1 more, I thought that was 6, but I guess I lost count. I'd use one of our filler moves to save power points, except they both have a chance of missing, so we'll stick with good old return. Right now I just feel like we're so lucky to have Pokemon. Very true. Very true indeed. And an Ultra Ball. And I'm going to guess another Aldino, but we'll see. Yep, another Aldino. Also an easy win, but I wish I had seen how much XP we got from the Magikarp. I think it was like 600 and something. Because I'd love to compare that to how much we get from this wild Aldino. We get... ooh, 3,000. Not bad at all. We'll do one more battle and then we'll switch out Asper. Oh. So maybe this is just like a little hidden area with some items? Because it does seem to be at an end. And Calcium. Which one is that? Is that the special attack one? Yes. Alright. Our Pokemon are probably maxed out on EVs, but... oh, they are not. Okay, cool. Well, glad I gave that a try then. Like I probably explained before, Pokemon can only have... I guess I didn't use a repel. Can only have so many effort values. Alright, we should be faster, so I'll just use return. So, at some point they get to 512, whatever it is, and they can't get any more. And I would have thought that by this level and this point in the game, they would all be at that point already, but I guess they're not, because Calcium, which gives effort value points, still works. I am going to use a repel. Or I guess technically a super repel. Thought there might be an item here, but I guess not. I like how the clouds are reflected on the calm water. Very springy. I do like spring. Probably my favorite season. Yeah, I won't bother with that. And we faced you last time, right? Yeah, we came this way, so It's a little confusing that the town map doesn't seem to quite match up with where we're going. Or I just ran through Striaton last time and didn't even realize it. That's also very possible knowing me. Okay, so there's a branch here. Maybe we should have gone this way to Striaton and we came... This is the daycare, right? Yeah, okay. So let's try going left this time instead of south. That was probably our mistake. Oh, this is the cave. Oh, we do want to go in the cave because that has the last TM we need. But first, let's face this trainer with her extraordinarily perfect Pokemon. Last Shannon and a Vulpix. I do like Vulpix and Ninetales. Now, Ninetales I would be more worried about. Vulpix I'm less worried about because it's not fully evolved. A lot of unevolved Pokemon on these routes, which is kind of disappointing. But I do like seeing all these different Pokemon from previous gens. And Flareon, there's a fully evolved one. This could be a little tough, but let's see what Return can do. Actually, Flareon I think has a high defense stat, or is it high attack stat? Might be both. Well, it wasn't that high. Alright, good job, Asper. Ah, its fire has been weakened. And defeated by a grass type. How embarrassing. Alright, let's switch Asper out for... Well, let's do Ulton for a bit. And then we're right back here again, okay. Into the cave. I think I remember exploring this cave with Charon in the original game. And hopefully it doesn't need flash. Good, okay. Ooh, I might even see some trainers in here. That's exciting. We feel filled with power when we're surrounded by our beloved stone. This guy is really into caves, I guess. 3 Pokemon, Hiker Zalem, and a Hippowdon. It's a good Pokemon that'll whip up a Sandstorm. And Ulton, unfortunately, is not immune to Sandstorm damage, so we will take a little bit here and there. Alright, now Hippowdon is actually a pretty tough Pokemon. It's got very good defenses. So we're going to go straight for Outrage, because I think Outrage should be enough to knock it out, but I don't think any of our other moves would be. Although even Outrage, I'm not totally sure. Oh, so close. Well, I guess the good news is it's going to knock itself out with recoil damage, and therefore we don't have to waste another turn of Outrage. That's good, because you only get 2 to 3 before you're confused. A little bit of Sandstorm damage there, and a Marowak, another cool Pokemon that we haven't seen in a while, or at least I haven't seen in a while. Now this should be a knockout, because Marowak is not nearly as defensive as Hippowdon is. Only 2 turns. 69 though. Like that. Alright, who's next? A Rhydon. Alright, we will stay in and risk it. Superpower has a higher base power than Earthquake, and it's the last Pokemon that he has, so it really doesn't matter that we'll lose attack and defense. Although if we survive this, I'm probably going to switch. Okay, good. Yeah, because 50-50 coin flip, and I'm not sure I like those odds. So, oh, who should we bring in here? I don't really have a great switch, though, to be honest. If you use another takedown attack, that would be not very effective against Russ. I just have to hope he doesn't use a rock attack instead, which would be super effective. Stone Edge, oh no! Alright, that will be super effective. And it did take us into defeatist range as well. Alright, new plan. Let's U-turn out of here. Won't do a lot of damage because we are below half HP. But I can at least bring in a different Pokemon. Right, let's just bring in Flo. I wasn't planning to use Flo because Flo's already level 69. I wanted to get some XP for the other guys, but honestly Flo is a great counter for Rhydon because ground resists rock, and water is super effective against rock and ground, so this should be a good matchup for us. There we go. Good job, Flo. And XP all around. Oh, stones. That's a interesting saying. Alright, let's go ahead and heal up our team in case there are some other tough battles in here. Might need to buy some more potions soon. Flo's not totally healed, but I think she'll be okay. So I was planning to do Straight and Gym this episode and not Wellspring Cave, but depending on how long this is, we'll have to see if we have time for both. I seem to see at least a few trainers here. Oh, trainer, do you want to learn a bitter lesson? Well, it depends what the lesson is, I suppose. Battle Girl Maggie and a Metacham. A cool Gen 3 Pokemon, Psychic and Fighting type, which is a... I don't know if it's a unique type, but it's a very rare type. And the age-old question, is Dragon Claw good enough? It's a high level, so I'm not really sure. Let's use Outrage just to be safe. Actually, Alton is level 69 as well, so after this battle we'll switch him out for maybe Russ. Mi and Xiao, another strong fighting type that we're a little more familiar with. Yeah, I'm going to guess Hariyama for her third one. And hopefully this Outrage will last 3 turns, not just 2. Hitmonlee, okay. I can respect that choice as well. Oh no, Endure. Well, we got lucky in that our Outrage did last 3 turns, but in this case Endure was actually smart. Because now we're confused, which is not great. And a crit didn't really matter, would have been a knockout, or a almost knockout either way. Once again, I'm going to do what I probably shouldn't do and flip a coin here, although he's also flipping a coin going for 2 Endures in a row. Alright, we heard ourselves in confusion, but it wouldn't have done any damage anyway, so not the end of the world. And we have snapped out of our confusion, and he's not going to try Endure again. His 3rd time in a row is only a 25% chance of working. And down he goes. Good strategy, though. I actually can respect that. Training complete. I think I may have improved a bit. No need to rush. I'm just a normal person, so there's no way I can become the best all at once. That's a very good lesson indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and switch Russ to the front of the party. And moving right along. Use another repel. Okay, down to the next level of the cave. Ah, I was thinking like, please don't leave Flash, please don't leave Flash. Alright, well, the good news is we have a lot of TM moves now, so there's Flash Cannon. Where is Flash? There it is. And now that Flash is a TM move and not an HM move, that means we can just teach Asper. Let me just double check something, because ironically the one Pokemon that can learn Flash is the one that doesn't know too many TM moves. Most of Asper's moves are by level up, but if we have Return, you know, let's just go ahead and sort by name, alphabetical order. And yes, okay, so as much as I don't love the idea of replacing our best move with Flash, it is temporary. We don't have to go to a mood delete or anything like that. We can change it back as soon as we're done with this cave, so let's teach Asper Flash for now. Alright, there we go. And now we're going to use Flash so we can actually see and not miss any cool items or trainers. Because there is one item here, in fact besides the black glasses, which we'll have to get soon now that it's springtime. It is the last item we really need for our team. Oh, that could be it there. But can't go this way. Can surf on the water. Oh, another karate dude. Just 3 more people. I won't leave this spot till I win against 3 more people. Well, unfortunately, I probably can't help him out with that goal. Black Belt Thomas and his sock. Again, cool Pokemon. A little bit annoying to fight, though, because of its sturdy ability. You know what? In fact, as much as I really want to use Acrobatics and do a ton of damage, I think I'd rather break Sturdy with U-turn. And then we'll bring in a different Pokemon to finish it off. Now, we don't have any Psychic types in this team, but we do have Nim. So I'm going to be a little risky here, because We do have a super effective attack. And Endure Fail, that's interesting. I guess because it's a protection move like Wide Guard, they must share the same like mechanics. It must be if you use any protection move twice in a row, the chances decrease, which makes sense because you can't use like Protect then Detect and Protect then Detect. That'd be kind of pointless. And a Conkeldurr. Very strong Pokemon. We faced one of those when we fought against Marshall in the Pokemon League. Probably the best fighting type in Gen 5 besides like the legendaries. Ah! Not quite a knockout, and oh no, this is bad. And on top of that, we didn't get the flinch, so this is probably going to be it for Nim, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a strong move as we know, and Conkeldurr has a very high attack stat. But that's okay, Nim. You did a good job. Let's bring out the real Bassa, who is also level 68. Try to get her some XP. And we'll just use Earthquake. Get rid of that last little sliver of health. But that's what I get for using a dark type against fighting types. Probably should have played it a little safer. And Breloom, okay, that's cool. Breloom used to be very strong back in competitive battling. Could use like Substitute and Focus Punch and Leech Seed and became a very annoying Pokemon to take down. But thankfully this one will never get a chance to do any of that. Because Flare Blitz is a one-hit KO. Whoa, your Pokemon were amazing. Thank you, Black Belt. I appreciate the compliment. We are going to revive one of our amazing Pokemon. There's the revives. And let's go ahead and just use some Moo Milk on some of our Pokemon to get rid of it. Get them in tip-top fighting shape. Just in case there are any tough trainers later on in here. I'll let Russ out a little bit longer, even though he is 69. Seems like a very popular destination for fighting type trainers. It's the third one in a row we faced, which is cool. Fighting types are pretty strong, and there's a decent amount of them, but wouldn't mind seeing a few different trainer types as well. I guess we did fight a hiker upstairs. All right, I'm gonna guess Primeape, Poliwrath, and Hitmonchan. Place your guesses now. And Primeape does not have the ability Sturdy. So this should be a one-hit knockout. I'm actually really looking forward to training a Primeape, and I'll probably do a Violet playthrough, a Let's Play at some point. Not sure when. Oh, Hitmonchan, so far I'm right. Detect, that's annoying, but doesn't really change anything. Because I can't wait to evolve it into its new evolution. Whose name escapes me at the moment. These guys are really annoying. Like, there's no point in him just wasting a turn besides wasting one of my precious power points. And what is that, Focus Punch? I think so. So Focus Punch is a move that does a lot of damage, 150 base power. But you automatically go second, basically. And if you take... Actually, I don't think if you take damage, I think you get actually attacked by a move. While you're, like, about to use Focus Punch, it breaks your focus and you can't use it. So it's good to use if you think your opponent's about to switch, or about to use a status move, or maybe he's going to miss. Or if you have a substitute, then they can't hit you during that turn. So I was almost right. Scrafty instead of a Poliwrath. I see another black belt up there. Oh, I got excited. I saw the TM and I was like, oh, is this actually going to be a Focus Blast? But it was not. It was Low Sweep. That's cool that we're finding fighting TMs in a fighting cave. Protector. That is for Rhyperior, I think? It's one of those weird evolution items. Dead end, but we do find a poison gem. Alright, so let's keep going for now. But I need to remember that there's also some watery areas we haven't explored. I've overcome my fear of Pokemon. Well, that's a sad fear. Hopefully he hasn't been afraid of them since he was like a kid, maybe. But that is definitely a good first step to becoming a Pokemon trainer. And throw, probably should have expected that since we saw a Sulk. The developers of this game seem to like doing counterparts, like where there's a Hitmonlee, there's a Hitmonchan, where there's a throw, there's a Sulk. which I feel like it's kind of like twins. You want to give them their own identity. I mean, that's not like the same trainer that has both of them, but I wouldn't mind if they just kind of like threw in people that had a throw, but there was no Sawk around. Oh, Hitmontop. I forgot about Hitmontop. The third member of the Hitmon trio. So our attack is lowered. What is it with these guys and wasting our power points? We're going to have to switch out Russ soon just because he's going to run out of acrobatics power points, but that's okay because we are almost level 70. And there we go. Very nice. And the Champ, another very strong older fighting type. 2 more acrobatics, but let's use one now, and I'll just have to remember to heal up the Pokemon Center before our next tough match. Black Belt Edward has been defeated. You really love Pokemon, don't you? You could definitely say that. There are people who are afraid of Pokemon too. But everyone seems to forget that. Interesting point. Alright, let's bring him back up again. Try to get him some experience. And also try to get him a cool new move. Oh, a veteran. These Pokemon were born on the same day and raised together. That's cool. I hope they're like very different Pokemon. Like Rapidash and a Salamence or something. Oh, 6 Pokemon. Wait, they were all born at the same time? Well, okay, I was thinking it was like people, but if they're Pokemon, he probably hatched them all on the same day, as I often do, so. Alright, also, he doesn't have 2 Pokemon, he has 6, which is cool, as he's an expert, so he's probably going to be one of the hardest non-gym leader trainers in the entire game, perhaps the hardest. Thankfully, Intimidate won't do much against Nim here. So yeah, I mean, 6 Pokemon with, like, I assume diverse types and moves and all. This could be a very tough battle. Hopefully I don't regret not using an Ether on those acrobatics. Oh, a critical hit. That is very bad luck. That is unfortunate indeed. Okay. So, again, we don't have any electric attacks except Wild Charge. And I don't really want to bring in Vasa. Could bring in Flow, because we resist most of Gyarados' moves, except Flow can't really do much in return. Oh, and Asper has Flash. That's really annoying. Alright. This is going to be tough, because what's our speed look like? 156, 187, 163. Let's bring in Asper and hope that Horn Leech is enough. It's evenly effective. Yeah, it's really annoying. We don't have 2 of our best moves on our team. Return, and we have like 1 acrobatics. Fire Blast. I was expecting like an Ice Fang, which I was actually kind of worried about. Fire Blast is super effective. That did a lot more than I thought it was going to do. We'll get a little bit of that back with Horn Leech. But Gyarados just does not have a high special attack stats. Even though it can learn some pretty cool special attacks like Fire Blast and Thunderbolt and Ice Beam, it really can't make good use of them. Dredigan, a Dragon type. Again, this would be a great time to use Return, but I don't have a Return. So let's go for Mega Horn, just try to deal some damage. It just occurred to me I probably could use Flash and then teach Return back right away. I probably should have done that. Alright, Asper has fainted. Let's bring in Ulton and we'll do a super effective Dragon Claw. So it is 4v4, right? 4v5. Ooh. Yeah, I'd feel a lot more confident if we had more than 1 acrobatics power point and Return, obviously. But I'm still feeling pretty confident, just a little less confident. Okay, Gigalith is a very strong Pokemon. It's probably going to use a Rock Attack against me, so I could switch into Flow. Could also use Earthquake for some damage, but let's switch in Flow. Now the downside is the Gigalith almost certainly has Sturdy as well. It's a very common and very strong ability. Oh, it missed. Okay, that's good. I have to attack it twice, so let's just use Surf. And we'll see what other moves Gigalith has. It might know like Earthquake, which would be decent damage, but it doesn't get stabbed from that. So while it has better defenses from being only Rock type, it doesn't have as good offensive type coverage. I wonder if I should use another Surf. Another Rain Dance, rather. But would that be, if it crit, would it be a knockout? I think it would. Yeah, let's not risk it. Alright, we will even up the score a little bit here. I think that crit against Nim is very unfortunate. Oh, Snorlax, okay. Well, in this case, I'm kind of glad that I have Earthquake, because Snorlax, if I recall correctly, has a higher special stat, or special defense stat, by quite a bit than a defense stat. It does have a lot of health either way, though. So even though Earthquake did not do even half damage, it did a lot more than Earth Power would have. And Snorlax does have access to Rest, which is very powerful. But let's stick with Body Slam. I love Snorlax. He's probably one of my top 20 or 30 favorite Pokemon. It's hard to train one because they're so slow, but like, look at him. I mean, he's iconic. It's Snorlax. All right. Let's bring in Bassa to finish off Snorlax, since Bassa is obviously faster. And I think an Earthquake should do the trick. Yeah, let's do it. We have a higher attack stat than Flo does, even though we don't get stab. All right, nice. I didn't want to take any extra recoil damage because we might need all the health we can get. All right, Excadrill is probably going to use Earthquake. This guy has some very strong Pokemon. I love this. So a part of me really wants to switch into Russ and save Bassa. How many does he have left? 2? He has 2 and we have 3. This is tough. But what if he accidentally uses, like, or not accidentally, what if he uses Stone Edge or something random like that? Then we could lose Russ, and then we'd lose Bassa, then we could lose like, the whole thing. Depending on his last Pokemon. So let's stay in, and we're going to go for a Superpower. And we are faster. I did not expect that. But I also wasn't sure, so I figured maybe we could survive an attack, or maybe he'll use something silly and miss, or you never know. Excadrill is actually decently fast, but I guess not as fast as I thought. Now, Crobat is very fast. Crobat will certainly be faster, and is almost certainly going to use a flying attack here. So let's try to keep Bassa alive. I feel pretty confident now. But I love this guy's team. 6 super strong Pokemon. Like, this is a real team you could go through the game with. That's really cool to find this guy here. So we might not have had a gym battle, but this one is pretty much just as cool. And ironically, we probably won't even need that last Acrobatics. Although maybe I should just use it just to get some damage. Yeah, let's do it, because I'm pretty sure Crobat won't have the defenses to survive in Acrobatics, as long as we're above half HP. Oh, it did. Okay, well. But at least it has 1 HP left. Now, the downside here... okay. My only move that has guaranteed... My only moves that have perfect accuracy are U-Turn, Earthquake, and Acrobatics to other power points. Earthquake doesn't affect Crobat. U-Turn is doubly resisted by Crobat. I don't know if it'll be enough, but I guess we're faster, so... Right? Are we? Here we are, okay. So I could always use a second one if I had to finish it off, but I don't. Okay, good. Interesting dilemma there. Oh, you're pretty strong. He's pretty strong. This is probably the strongest non-gym leader, non-Elite Four trainer I faced in the game. Obviously, our team has now been, like, decimated. So, revives all around. And I'm going to use an Ether, because, like, how often do you really need to use Ethers? And I'm going to also... let's just use Hyper Potions. Save some time. I'm also going to teach Return back again, because I'm worried there's going to be another veteran like that a little later on here. We only have 2 Ethers, not a lot. We have some like Elixirs or Max Elixirs, whatever, too. Because usually, just knowing how these devs work, when there's a very strong male veteran, there's usually also a very strong female veteran somewhere around. Okay, TMs, and we want Return. They can all learn it, but only one can really make that great use of it with Stab. Yeah, normal's not really a good type for Pokemon that are not normal types because it's not super effective against anything. So as long as you have good coverage with your other moves, it's just not worth a move slot. Usually, I'm sure there are always exceptions. Oh, maybe this was the only guy here. Maybe he was like the boss of this cave. Still pretty cool though. TM52 Focus Blast. Awesome. I'm going to be just a little bit disappointed though if there's not a second trainer. But then again, like... Oh, right, it's new. I do really enjoy the fact they made this cave have like a really strong boss at the end of it that you had to beat to get this really great TM. I had two Pokemon and Pokemon Black that had Focus Blast, Alakazam and Gengar. Because it's a very strong special attack that a lot of Pokemon can learn as good coverage moves. It has 120 base power, it's Fighting type, which is a great attacking type. The only downside is it's only 70% accurate, so it's kind of like Blizzard without the freezing. But it'll be very good for like other dark types, for example, or normal types maybe. Mainly they're dark types, I think, because it'll be better than Flamethrower. Also steel types, although Flamethrower is probably a good bet against them too. Maybe against like a Heatran it would be good. So I guess we could have probably just used this as a shortcut, right? So I guess we kind of got everything that we came here to get. We have our TM, we had some fun battles, got some XP. We didn't get this guy. Max Revive, okay, that's good to have. But I think we've probably explored the entire cave. So what I'm going to do is end the episode here. I'll check Bulbapedia and see if there's anything in here that I missed, any trainers. Otherwise, we'll just escape rope out and head back outside. So that's all for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Keep being awesome, and I'll see you again soon.